Welcome to Country Boy Tested. I know everybody's like, boy, where you been? Where you been? I ain't posted nothing in like a week. Well, Country Boy had a cold. I was down. Yes, chickens, down. So that's where I have been, on the mend, getting healed up. And before I was doing that, I was doing a bunch of cleaning up around here. Getting ready for the next hurricane. I'm still cleaning up from the last hurricane. This is where Black Dragon is. We got everything put on it. Only thing I gotta do now is I gotta solder the my power wire. I gotta run a wire from my positive terminal to the I gotta hook that to this blue wire. And that's for this right here. So when we turn that on, it reads the voltage on it. And the other one, I gotta put the key wire. I gotta hook it up and hook that yellow one to the ignition, so that when I turn it on, it turns it on here. Also, I gotta get the other throttle soldered and put together. In the middle of doing that, I got to put my panels on here because I want panels on it to make it look nice and neat. I got the chain on, as you see there. Yep, we got the chain on with the single gear in the back, because this ain't gonna be no pedal bike, I can tell you that. Now this puppy is heavy. When I'm done with this, with the total battery weight, this thing is probably gonna be right at 170 pounds. And I got motorcycle tires on here, as you can see. These are Fight tire, 3.3 1/4 wide motorcycle tires. Now, why did I go with these? If you look here, these are rated for max load. You can see that right there. 480 pounds. 480 pounds. And these are also rated for 120 miles an hour. But I'm not going to be doing 120, I can tell you that now. But I went ahead and made sure that we're ready. See that tread on those tires? Got that good deep tread on them. And I mean, these are some hard tires. They ain't like any of that little old cheap garbage I took off of here. These, that's a hard motorcycle tire. So we ain't worried. Also, I still haven't, this is loose. You see, I still got it loose here. Cause I haven't tightened anything up because I'm not done. I still gotta, I've taken this loose like twice already. So that's why I don't have this secured right now. As you see, these aren't secured on. I just got them zip tied down. I'll have to tie all of this. I'll have to do my complete bolt tightening and everything, and check all of my. I had to make sure all of this was solid in there, and that bushing was pressed in all the way, so that does not move. Because that's where the weight sits, on that fork up there. I tested it already and got my air put in my air shocks. I filled up the air. I'm getting a 52 volt battery. I'm waiting on it, so I've ordered it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on here. I'll show you why. Because this one is, all right, there we go. I can take it off because it's not on. I don't have it set on yet. But as you see, I haven't soldered that in because I have to solder this battery into place. So it's no use in putting the 48 volt battery. I just got it on here really just to get an idea what everything looks like. Because when the 52 volt battery gets in, it has a track and everything. I'm gonna put it in, then we'll lock everything down, because it's no use using this inferior battery I know I'm not gonna use. That's a lot of work to put all of this in, bolt it in, only to have to rip it right back out when the battery you're gonna use comes in. So that's where we're at on that part. And a little bit of wire, and that's it. That's it. I ain't in no rush to fire up just yet. I'm taking my time, making sure I got everything right. Cause see, I haven't did a complete bolt torque. Like all of my screws, I gotta torque everything. I gotta make sure everything is torqued down. 12 pounds on these brake screws and everything. See, I haven't even torqued bolts down, and I'm not even sure this is how I'm gonna keep this wiring harness here. I got most of this hooked up. That's just a little clip. Get you a hair clip, fellas. It helps. You can clip your wires together, and it helps keep them hanging out of your way. This one is the backup battery. The backup, it goes to the second engine. It'll be tucked up under that seat. You see, I got space under there. It'll be. I haven't put that's not down solid yet, so we hadn't put that down yet. We hadn't fired it up yet. I want to drive. It's driving me crazy to get ready to fire this thing up, but we got to do everything in its place. I got a motorcycle helmet coming. I'm waiting on the motorcycle helmet. I also have a riding jacket coming, so I can put my riding jacket on, because by the time I get this puppy on the road and fire it up, it's gonna probably be chilly in winter. She's looking good though. She's looking good. I ended up using the light that came with it, because that light is dimmable. It's got two. You can go bright or dim on it, and the horn. So I'm gonna use the old light that's on it right now, and I'll probably upgrade later. I don't know. That'll be later on. I'm not, like I said, I'm upgrading the bike before. This is my upgrade build before I build my my permanent motorcycle. And I think I'm figuring out about which motorcycle frame I want to use. I think I'm about like a Ninja or Honda CBR 600. I want a 600 size frame, because that's what I've seen a lot of the other builders. I follow a lot of motorcycle builders, and I'm watching what they're building and what's working the best. A couple of cats just built 600s and they put the motor on and used the gearing that was in the 600. So it's a couple of them cats out there. If y'all been following the electric motorcycle channels, you know, check that out. See what some of the other people are doing out here. You know, don't get focused in and locked in to just doing it and looking at one or two channels. I look at probably, oh goodness, man, I probably got 60 different channels I look at on e-bike stuff, e-bike builds, battery builds, and I share information. So whenever I find something I know it's helpful to everybody, I share it with everybody. But that's what's been going on with me. Got the chickens in, got my egg license for them, so gotta get a couple of little negotiations going. Show y'all how we got the shed cleaned up out here. We got everything put up in its place. Got the bikes over here. So that's the good thing. I'm glad I got some bikes, so I don't have to rush trying to get that one ready. When I put it under here, it's something I got to cover that. I put Black Dragon. She's under that cover. But we got everything finally under here situated. Got to get ready to put this motor in. I got to change bearings, front bearings on the Honda Pilot. So Country Boy is about to get back into his frame of getting some crap done around this house. So I got to get these bearings put in this weekend. Waiting on that battery to come in. When the battery come in, we'll fire up 52 volt system and probably 724 both of them. I had a couple of people ask me, am I running both systems? You broke both power sources and running both motors. Okay, I'm gonna explain this one more time for a lot of people that don't understand about the foothills. I live in Greenville, South Carolina. We got foothills. On average, you got hills of 100 to 300 feet. You're gonna be going up and down. If you ever look at some of my old videos where I have the hill thing on the GPS, you'll see the elevation changes, and I put that on there so that people can see that some places riding your e-bike, even if you got a fast e-bike, when you hit these hills, them hills make you slow down, man. Them hills, when you pulling that hill, even on these right here, these direct drive motors, guess what? They get hot on them hills. That's their downside. So the front motor that I have on here, the 52 volt motor, is not to run 24/7. The 52 volt system on the front is for these big hills. Here in the foothills, South Cackalack, that's where I live at. So that's why I'm gonna have that 52 volt system. It's for when I hit my big hills here. When I hit a big hill, I'm gonna kick the front motor on and I can throttle with the front and take some of the pressure off my rear motor so it don't overheat. Nobody wants to be stuck way out here in the country, cause hey, ain't nothing out here, ain't no help in an Uber, none of that's coming. So you got to kind of look out for yourself out here in this country, and you got to think ahead. You can't just get stranded out here. So that's what's up. That's why I got a dual system on here. That's why I wanted dual system bikes, because when you see me riding, you see all the hills and stuff I be hitting. Some of them you can't, but if you look at them and look at the GPS on the side, you'll see I'm hitting a lot of hills, going up and down hills. In the bike, you can see when it slow down, and I got both engines on it. So that's what this is for. It's not for speed, because the 52 volt system is not gonna outrun that rear 72 volt system. It's never gonna happen. That's just for helping that 72 volt system when I hit these South Carolina hills. Thank you for stopping by. That's where we at right now. We getting Black Dragon ready soon, y'all, very soon. I'm just as anxious as you are. I can't wait, I can't wait. Thank you for stopping by and catching up with me and seeing what's going on. Everybody stay safe out there and take care of each other. If nobody else loves you, you know who. Your boy, Country Boy, loves you. Peace.